Yeah, 90% probability the law of gravity is exactly the way we presume it to be, but there's a 10% that there are things we don't understand, and because of black holes, et cetera, we don't fully understand the concept. And that's the way I think the Shroud's going to be. I think you can start looking at probabilities. I think you're going to find us in the high 90s. I think one of the scientists himself who did convert and become a born-again Christian said that he put the Shroud in the real high 90s as far as probability goes. And that's about as best we can hope for it. And quite frankly, I don't think God would give us 100% quote evidence unquote like that because He says without faith it's impossible to please Him.
So what is the bottom line? People would say, all right, well, so you've got the Shroud of Turin. So it turns out to be the actual burial cloth of Jesus Christ. They would say, well, so what? Now, what is the ramification of all of this? What is the bottom line?
Here's the bottom line, and here's the ramification. You have an unsaved loved one. You have an intellectual. You have a heathen. You have an atheist that doesn't believe in anything. And you take the book that Gary and I have written, or you take a good lecture with some good slides, or you take our audio or video cassette, and you put that heathen down, and you say, look at this, and now tell me that you can deny that Jesus died for you. And what I've seen over and over and over again is people get born again. I've given the lecture thousands of times. I've never failed to see a response to the gospel. Never failed to see a response. I've received letters, even from people that I used to witness to in the military, that years later picked up my book, read it, got born again, wrote me and said, I remember when you used to tell me about Jesus. Thank you for writing your book. And so I think it is evidence, much like any other evidence. A good apologetist like Josh McDowell would give evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but he does it from a historical perspective. I think this is evidence from a scientific perspective for the claims of the gospel, the claims of the Lord Jesus Christ, and in this last day, those who are seeking a sign or seeking something that they can believe in, this will certainly give them pause and, I believe, take them to the cross.
Well, it's a fascinating book and a fascinating discussion, and Ken, I want to thank you for being with me on 93 Live. Now, again, the name of the book is The Shroud and the Controversy. It's published by Thomas Nelson, co-authored by Kenneth Stevenson and Garrett Habermas. You have the 800 number again. Give it to me real quick.
Yeah, the 800 number is 1-800-34-SHROUD, 1-800-34-SHROUD, and I hope people will call. I thank you for the opportunity to come on the air, and I'd like to say hi to my good friends in Birmingham. I do have some dear friends down there, especially Bill and Becky Hicks. Thanks for having me down there.